There is simply no way to fully repay the medical workers on the front line of the pandemic. But CBS's Steve Hartman found someone who's saying thank you in his own way. Here's tonight's On the Road.
When Steve Derrick of Clifton Park, New York, paints a portrait, there's no such thing as a touch-up. He includes every bruise, bag, and blood vessel.
You're not capturing them at their best moment.
I think I am.
Oh, interesting.
That's when they're strongest, not when everything's rainbows and butterflies behind them.
Indeed, the only thing his subjects have behind them is a 12-hour hospital shift. In the paintings, you see the marks from the masks, the fight in their eyes, and the admiration the artist has for all of them. When this pandemic began, Steve says he wanted to do something as a thank you to those on the front lines. So the amateur artist spent hours in his basement painting tributes to these warriors.
So far, he's done about 100 portraits, many nurses here at Albany Medical Center in Albany, New York. And although Steve refuses payment of any kind, he says he's gotten very rich in another way.
Right here, it's just, that's the payment. That's the reason I do it.
Wealth beyond words.
Yeah.
Steve says he has been overwhelmed by the impact his paintings have had on his subjects, like Albany Med ER nurse Michelle Hanna.
You know, it doesn't make me look glamorous by any stretch of the imagination, but it makes me look like who and what I am and what I was doing.
Michelle recently stopped by to meet Steve and check out an exhibit of his work at the Albany Center Gallery.
These are amazing.
She was deeply moved by the art.
It's the most beautiful thing anybody's ever done for me.
But even more so by the artist and his large-scale generosity. Steve will now be giving away every portrait to the person in it, a forever mirror reflecting that time in their lives when they were at their most beautiful.
Yeah.
Steve Hartman, On the Road, in Albany, New York.